Huh?
I'm Mike.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Do.
We're going to speak about Batman today. Or Wonder Woman.
Nah, she's from hell, bro.
Oh, hell.
We're Christians, not Pegasus. We're
To
Pegasus.
the hip hop, the hip it, the hip it to the hip hop. You don't stop the rocket to the bang bang boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. Now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat, and me, the groove, and my friends are gonna try to move your feet. You see, I am Wonder Mike, and I like to say hello.
Welcome back to another episode of Pop Into Culture. Your two favorite co-hosts here. I'm Chris.
Me, Rico.
Rico.
Yeah. What up? Your favorite host, right? That's what you just said.
Two favorite hosts.
Oh.
Slow down. Slow down.
Here we are.
Pull your britches down a little bit. Not too high. Anyway, this episode of Pop Into Culture, we are talking about
Absolute
Batman.
Woo, buddy.
And woo, it goes
Oh my.
hard.
Too hard.
But before we go how hard,
Very
what we gotta do?
What are we doing?
Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And leave a comment and tell us who's your favorite host. Anyway, let's roll the credits.
Popping with the culture,
Pop it like it's hot.
popping with the culture.
Pop it like it's hot. Taking it top until the top. Now you're ready to pop. Look up in the sky. It's a bird or a plane. It's Rico Driver, Chris Insane. Talking about Spider-Man, Batman, Joker, Mary Jane. Keeping a real Man of Steel with a comic book game.
Popping with the culture,
Pop it like it's hot.
popping with the culture.
Pop it like it's hot.
Keeping a real Man of Steel with the comic book game. With the comic book game. With the comic book game.
And we're back.
What's going on, guys? All right, so we're back and we're going to be talking about Absolute Batman, which is basically DC's...
The best comic ever written.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it to you?
I was going to say the DC's version of the
The
Ultimate
best thing ever written, right? Yes.
Yes.
All right, there we go.
All right, Rico.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell them what.
Oh, I've been waiting.
Tell them what they won.
You won. Well, go to your local comic book shop and tell them Rico sent you, and they won't give you a free Batman comic for free. They'll make you pay, just like any other place.
Yes.
But at least you'll have it after you buy one.
Actually, if you go to Reflection Comics at Punta Gorda, Florida,
I'll
and
throw you
tell
a
'em-
comic, bro. I'll throw you a comic.
and tell them Chris sent you, you'll get a free comic.
Oh, shit. Do I have to honor that?
Yes, you do.
I will. I promise.
One per customer.
Yeah. And box back issues. Maybe this new releases. No keys. So you got me all serious now?
Yeah.
Ah,
See, I brought you
let's-
back down.
Let's talk about this, okay? Let's get back to this. All right. Well, Absolute Batman starts you out with Alfred, but not Pennyworth that we know. This guy is an elite assassin, mercenary agent of destruction. And he had to go off mission and get rerouted back to Gotham because there's a new, I guess you could
Player?
say, player in town and a new type of villain in town. And they were called what? The
Party animals.
party animals.
Not the kind
And-
of party you want to have.
And they're not just doing this. Gotham is not just crime committed at nighttime. This is 24-hour day crime. The crime is during broad daylight, and the party animals are taking out all the families, all the mafia. Falcones, they're gone. They want to only be them, and they collect heads. They collect faces. That is creepy cool.
Which is weird.
One thing I did notice about the party animals, they remind me of Black Skull.
Black Skull. When I saw that, I thought it was Black Skull.
Yeah, but no, I thought the Black Skull gang. Kind of like how there was the Bang Gang and the Futuristic and Batman Beyond.
Bang Gang. That's what they used to call me.
Bang Gang.
That's what they used to call me in college.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, but no, they're called the party animals, and they will kill you in broad daylight. One of the things that Alfred was talking about this gang was they lit this family on fire and danced around their burning corpse. What?
Yeah.
What?
Sounds like a Tuesday night.
Yeah, right? So, he's, like I was saying, he's sent back to Gotham to take them out, but they also know there's a new threat or some kind of disturbance or vigilante that's going around in Gotham, and they don't know exactly who it is, but they've only been seeing sightings. And obviously, we know who it is, right? This big
The Flash?
no, this Batman,
Oh, Batman.
Bruce Wayne, and there's a couple things about this Bruce Wayne that I want to touch bases on. He's huge in every way. He's just huge. It is not like a big bat suit, like a nice armor. It is just the person. He's just a big, big dude.
He's like the mountain from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he is. He is. And when we first meet him, he's actually at Killer Croc's gym. And you're like, wait, Killer Croc? How's that possible? Well, in this particular universe, Killer Croc, Riddler, Bruce Wayne, Selena Kyle, and Penguin, they're all childhood friends. They all went to school together. And we catch Batman training, well, Bruce Wayne at the time, training in Killer Croc's gym. And they're kind of just getting along, talking about each other, talking amongst each other, excuse me. And oh, man, from there, what happens from there? We get to a cutscene where we get another flashback. And you guys know how I feel about flashbacks, but this one was supposed to happen because the way Bruce Wayne became Batman is not the way we know.
Yeah, so basically...
What do you know about that?
So basically, if you guys know, obviously everyone knows because they've retold Batman's story 50 million times on the big screen, comics or there and so forth. One of his parents gets off. Both his parents gets off. In this universe, he only got one. So he winds up keeping one. A little better off this time. So, and his parents are not billionaires. No, his father's a teacher.
Yeah.
And his mother's a social worker.
Yeah.
Which is pretty interesting.
I love it. I love it.
Keeps it more grounded, which is basically like how the Ultimate Universe with Marvel, they're more like what would happen in like our real world. Like, that's basically what it is. So you get Absolute Batman in a more grounded scenario. And he winds up going through training, and then he winds up talking to, and he actually dresses his dad as Mr. Wayne.
Yeah.
And because we wind up finding out that he's a teacher and he's a student in his class.
Yeah.
So very cool. Where were they at the time?
They were at the Gotham Zoo. What happened was they had a science fair. Bruce Wayne, he was a very smart student, and he built a bridge. And this bridge was obviously in the shape of a bat, but it broke down like a, what are those paper mache things?
Origami?
Yeah, it broke down like an origami, so bridges can go past through different islands.
Yeah, so that way they get to like endangered places, dangerous places.
Yeah,
that way they can like save people.
Mm-hmm. And he won. And the winner of that class, they got to take their classmates to the zoo, and they went to the Gotham Zoo,
which are animal prisons.
Yeah, and we first.
I hate zoos, by the way.
Talk about I didn't
That's
know
another
that.
topic. Yeah,
That's another topic. And then we first hear Thomas Wayne talking to Bruce about how lions, they sleep for about 20 hours a day, and they eat about three prime ribs a day.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, what a life! How do you feel about that?"
Yeah.
Bruce was like, "Oh, I wish I can go take a nap so I can get ready for that movie we're gonna go watch tonight."
Mm-hmm.
And the next thing you know, they hear some disturbance out in the distance. Thomas is like, "Hey kids, jump into this building!" And as he closes the door, bang, he gets shot. That's how he loses his pops. From that time, obviously he ends up going to school. He ends up being like a super intelligent person.
Yeah, so he winds up being he's like basically a genius level
Yeah.
kid. He goes off, he learns all these different techniques and different like studies and everything. He winds up going to learn to work in the electric field, and the whole sewer system. Basically learning all the different, basically learning of Gotham, like the inner workings. So that you get a backstory as how does he know Gotham so well? How does he know all these different things? Because he's basically a ground level person learning how to build these things. He learns how to do infrastructure. He learns how to mechanics and all these different things. So that way he builds him up to become Batman later on in the future. And then all the strength training and everything else. That's why you get the Beast, the Brolic Batman.
So where do you think this Batman is? And is this year one Batman?
It looks because when Alfred's out there, he's like, and then he shows up at his place, at his home, and he's like, "Oh, I have this gun."
Oh no, that wasn't his house.
It was his house, yeah, his house.
It-
No,
it-
because the bat lair isn't like
It's a
there's
skyscraper.
It's a skyscraper because he doesn't have a bat lair.
Yeah.
and then he's like, he has a gun basically point blank out of the back of
Oh
his head.
yeah,
and he's
It's
like,
the strongest
"I got
gun
the
in the
strongest gun
world.
in the world. What are you gonna do?" And he's like, "Yeet, no,
Takes it from him.
counter."
Counter.
And then friggin' swipes the gun from him, and then
Yeah.
jumps on his motorcycle. It's like deuces.
Steals his motorcycle
He's like,
and takes off. What I want to know is where did he land? He drove.
"Oh wait, no,
completely out of a skyscraper.
oh wait, no, I think we're jumping ahead."
Yeah.
when he seals the bike, that's towards the end.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's towards the end. So we got ahead of ourselves for a second.
but he
So-
did take homeboy's
So
gun.
he did take his gun, and he's like, "Oh, what the heck?" He's like, "You took my favorite gun, right?" So,
yeah.
and then so you get the monologue with Alfred again about talking about how Bruce is and whatever, so on and so forth. And then later on, Bruce shows up on Alfred and is like, "You're not the only one been following." Basically tells him, "I've been following you all along."
Yeah.
And he blasts him with his own gun, and he's like, "I didn't think." And he goes on this inner monologue of what's happening. He goes, the gun goes off. He's like, "But I thought highly of him because he didn't want fatal. But then I realized he wanted modifying my gun, so my gun's basically useless now."
A bunch of batarangs all over his face.
Yeah,
He shot him right in the face with a batarang gun.
yeah. And then he steals his bike. He's like,
Uh-huh.
"Deuces," and he just freaking shoots off the. He's like, "Where are
Yeah.
you going?"
One of the coolest things that, like you were saying, Alfred was hanging back and analyzing, and this whole story is a lot of Alfred narrating and describing the scene and what he sees and how he feels about it. And one of the coolest things that stood out to me was when he was when they were in town hall, and we find out that Commissioner Gordon is not the commissioner.
He's the mayor.
He's Mayor Gordon, and everyone was like, "You're kind of weak. We got crime happening in the daytime." And as they're talking about that, guess who shows up? Party animals show up in the middle of the day
Animal crackers.
and they're trying to get in and basically kill everyone in town hall.
Yeah.
Then we really get our first real glimpse of Batman. And like you were saying, he was humongous.
Oh, he lets go.
Oh, does he?
He eats people left and right.
And on the rooftop, obviously, we got Alfred, and he's looking down at this fight scene, and he goes, "This guy knows every form of martial arts, from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He knows freestyle." Huh?
Krav Maga.
Krav Maga.
Yeah, that's a technique.
That's what he said?
Yes.
I don't call that.
Anyway, so he knows all these techniques, and then he's not lethal. He winds up
Yeah.
Oh, and then his horns are blades.
Yes.
He's like, boom.
But one of the things in the comic book that Alfred says is he knows how to cut you just shy of any vital organs or veins. And not only that, is you could tell by the look on his face that he likes it. He enjoys it. So we get this Batman that he's looking for a fight.
Yeah.
He's not just trying to protect the city of Gotham. He wants to hurt you. But he wants to take you to the edge of death and go, all right, figure it out. And, and we got a 24-year-old Batman.
Yes, he's very young.
So
definitely year
pretty
one
dope.
almost. Basically
Yeah.
year one.
Yeah.
Year one Batman. And then and then the best part, my boy, his bat symbol
Ooh.
is an axe.
A
He's
bat
like,
tool axe.
so he goes.
Oh,
He has the villain, the hand, or the hand, someone, this
Oh,
giant guy,
man.
and he takes his hand. He's like,
Yes.
"Thank you, I'll take that."
cuts the man hand off.
But then he feels bad. He goes, "Listen, there's
Yeah.
a hospital. You might want to go. You might want to go check yourself."
Yeah.
Oh, it reminded me of that scene in the Roadhouse. Did you see the new Roadhouse?
Yes.
He's like, "Listen, please call the hospital
Amazing.
because you're gonna have about like 4
You
more
have
people coming
insurance?
in. Yeah, you have insurance. You sure about this?" Like that was one of my favorite scenes in movies somewhere. But yeah, so it reminded me of that scene from the movie with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, so he comes at he gets the battle axe, the bat axe, chops the guy's hand off, and he's like, "Okay, whatever," and pretty much takes the whole gang out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's horrible, but good. It's great.
And I like how Alfred's like, they're like, oh, take the shot, and he's like, well, if I don't see anything,
Yeah, right.
let me close my
can't be
eyes. I
accountable.
can't be accountable for this. He's like this. You can't see me.
So, what a great,
Right.
great comment. So where do you think? Where do you think this is going to go? Like this is first issue. I hope Absolute Batman carries on the way the ongoing Batman is. Like Batman is on issue 158, I want to say. I hope this goes on and keeps going on. The only thing I question is we have a world where we don't have any villains. Like all our major villains are normal people. The only Batgirl, she's a police officer.
You're in issue 1.
Yeah, but we have Bruce Wayne friends with all of he's friends with these people.
Well, so maybe he
know?
he may have more empathy towards them as opposed to like
Yeah.
trying to be like, hey, you don't want to do this kind of scenario. Like,
Yeah.
I know you for so long. Croc, you love your crocodiles. Why don't you chill out? Otherwise I'm going to give you some new boots and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
Riddler, let's go play Parcheesi. Like, we don't need to do this situation. So I think it may turn to that. I think what I'm more interested in is to see where does he get all the money to become, because
I was going to say that next.
because being Batman or Iron Man, those guys, they're rich. They're superheroes because they're rich.
Yeah.
Like you're not unless you're like Daredevil, where you're just fighting all the time and you're just jumping roofs. But you have a superpower. He doesn't have a superpower that he can lean on.
Yeah, I think that's the version of Batman we're going to get. Like we saw him get his first 2 things today, in this comic book, and that was that gun, the bat blaster, and he doesn't have a bat.
No, he gives it back. He gives it back.
Oh yeah, he just drops it.
He's like, hey, you can have it.
But he takes his motorcycle.
He does.
He doesn't have a Batmobile. He now has a motorcycle. I'm interested in seeing like you
So
were
he just
saying.
like steals everyone's stuff.
Yeah, breaks it, modifies it. He uses it on you, and then go here. I made it better for you,
Or worse.
or worse. I'm interested in seeing how this particular Batman injustice the world around him. We haven't really got to see Bruce Wayne interact with people. We haven't got the chance to see Bruce Wayne or as Batman do any inner monologues. And that's what that's how we get a lot of information about Batman throughout the comics is he has no problem telling us his perspective of his surroundings. Clearly, I don't believe we're going to get a detective type of Batman. We're going to get a smash and grab type Batman, a brawly Batman. Do we get a Robin eventually? And is this Robin? What type of Robin are we going to get?
Probably
you know?
a transsexual.
I was thinking it. You said it though. But is that okay? Scott Snyder, he's a great writer. One thing I do have to say about this comic book is the writing matches the illustration. And you may think, how's that thing? For whatever reason, the way this book is written is just as good as visually how it looks. And Scott Snyder has never let me down as an author. I am interested in seeing what happens in episode 2, which we happen to have the Ash Can for.
Yeah, we do.
I have yet to look at it. Yeah, I wanted to watch it.
Oh, you haven't looked at it yet? Oh, my goodness.
You.
Here we go. We got the Ash Can. Hopefully, we don't get the glare. Ash
but-
Can. And that being said, of the Ash Cans, what else do we got?
Oh, hold on.
Absolute.
Well, I
Go
want
ahead.
one more thing.
One more thing.
that I'm looking forward to.
Uh-huh.
At the last few panels, we find a person that has been taught by the League of Assassins, and then he killed the whole entire League of Assassins, and now he's making his way to Gotham. And you know what? It's not Bane. We're not getting the city of Bane. Guess who we're getting?
Someone that doesn't laugh. The Joker.
The Joker.
Which
oh
is
my goodness.
very ironic way to take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like they've totally flipped the personas, because Joker was broke or whatever. He was a street level person, right? He got raised in the inner gangs and grew to become the Joker. And now you have Bruce, who was rich, is now poor and coming up.
Yeah.
So you have a flip of the personas of the two sides of the same coin kind of scenario.
I'm looking forward to that fight scene. We got a brawly, big, beefy Batman, and then we got a Joker that was trained by the League of Assassins.
Yeah,
Like,
that's gonna be.
that's going to be a painful comic. It's going to be a painful comic.
Yeah.
And that being said, how do you feel about it? Let's rate this. What do you want to rate it? You like 1 to 5, right?
Yeah,
Is it-
it's a 5.
It's a 5.
It's a 5.
It's a 5.
High five!
Yo, this is a great comic book.
It is a very good comic
Oh,
book.
this is the only cover A I have. I'm going to get this one graded.
Okay,
After your fingers touched it and
I licked it.
I'm going to be coming back as like an 8.5.
Extra flavor now.
But no, I got the 1 in 25, and literally by Sunday, I have no more. I had to order more.
Good.
Yeah, that's
That's
great. Sold out.
And then out the other side of the Absolute Batman, we also have Absolute Wonder Woman coming out.
Yes,
right.
Absolute Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman coming out, and Absolute Superman
Ooh,
coming out.
Yes.
And then after that, we also will have
in March.
in March. This is coming out in
Ooh,
March.
Yeah, March. I'm looking forward to March.
That's Flash.
Absolute
Flash.
Wally West.
Yes.
And I saw the artwork. It looks crazy.
Yeah,
cool.
it looks really good.
Looks really good. And
And he has
Barry's
like,
an
a
old man.
flowing hair. It's
Yeah,
like
he's like a mohawk
mohawk
type thing.
kind of flow to it.
I'm actually I wish it was Barry because I'm a Barry fan.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way they write for him. But
Yeah, that's good. We're excited.
We got
So
Wally, and
We got
it's
a
still
whole
Flash.
Yeah, we got a whole series of Absolute characters.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like the Ultimate, DC's Ultimate Universe or Marvel's Universe Ultimate. Anyway,
all in.
yeah, all in. We got all in the Absolute Universe, and
Yeah.
we're excited to see what comes up. I'm excited to see Wonder Woman pull her sword out of the Mary Poppins bag.
Yeah, I've never said it before, but I'm serious. Never said it before. I'm looking forward to this version of Superman.
Superman.
Yeah, because we
because
got.
you're not a big Superman.
I'm not a big Superman fan. Superman Lost.
Mm-hmm.
It ended like I want to say mid last year.
Yeah.
It was a pretty cool series. The newer Superman is becoming more favorable in the comic book shop.
Mm-hmm.
But Batman has always been the leading selling of DC Comics. Superman always was right under to the point where for a long time I had nobody come and asking for Superman. I feel as though this version of Superman, the way that they're doing the Absolute Universe, everything's more grounded. I wonder if since we have a minimum, like what can I call him? What kind of, there's not a rich
Middle-
Batman, but like a middle class Batman,
yeah.
working class Batman. Well, are we gonna get Are we gonna get a Superman that works at the planet? Are we gonna is that gonna be his job?
Well,
Or is he just some alien?
we're gonna have to find out in March when it comes out.
Yeah.
Right, guys.
No, that's not in March.
What? When does that come out?
Absolute Superman doesn't come out in March. I don't remember. I want to say November.
November. We'll
Yeah.
get the date put on the bottom.
November, I believe.
Try to pull it up. Maybe Rico will do some homework.
Yeah, I'll do some homework.
That being said, guys, hopefully you guys are excited for Absolute Batman as much as we are. Again, we gave this a 5, and we're pretty harsh on our rating. So for us to give it a 5,
Yeah.
it's money. It's
Buy
money,
it.
guys.
Buy it. You need it. You need this.
Add this to your rotation, guys. That being said, guys, make sure you guys hit the like button if you like this video, and if you didn't like it, hit the like anyway because it's free.
It's for right.
And make sure you guys
Practice
are
kindness.
subscribing so that way you can see if Rico breaks this chair or not. That being said, I'm Chris.
And I'm the best.
He's Rico. And we are.
Popping through culture.
See you guys next time.
Peace. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Nuts and nuts and nuts and nuts.
Nutty, 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 nutty.